Hello my planner pals and welcome back. And if you're new here, then thank you for joining me and giving me a try. My name is Di, I am here at Creative Karma Design, and today we have another episode of Project Life in my big happy planner. So back at the beginning of the year, I decided that I was going to do memory keeping again, and this is the Project Life. So if you don't know this is kind of like a grid system of putting your photos, embellishments, journaling cards and everything into a grid system. And I was just like, that kind of just screams happy planner to me, like disbound. So I decided I was going to repurpose my big happy planner for Project Life. So every couple of weeks, I'm doing this as on a spread. We're doing 2 weeks. So as you would normally have like a 1 week per 2 pages, we're doing 2 weeks. And you can see here that I'm just kind of cutting out some of the photos and stuff. I actually make a mistake, like I just don't hold on to the steel rule when I'm using the craft knife, and I'm just like, some days my brain and hands do not communicate, so I'm just like, let's just cut them out with scissors. And I think this is a good way to show you that you don't need a craft knife, you don't need any fancy equipment. I could have done this on my paper trimmer. I just didn't want to get my paper trimmer out. I'm actually looking for a smaller paper trimmer right now. If I can find one that I like, I will let you know. But yeah, I have a big paper trimmer. I would just like more of a little tiny tabletop one. The one that I have is fairly big. So yeah, I just want a smaller one. So if you have recommendations, let me know. But yeah, I just printed out all of the photos, and I do this in Canva and then just save the PDF and print out the PDF. I do have a tutorial on how I do that, so I will link that below and in the cards. But yes, this is all from Canva. And if you're wondering about the stripy little accent journal cards that I have here, again, I created those in Canva because I wanted to have the same color as this blue bit that I'm cutting out now, which is the blue screen of death that I had on my computer on one of these weeks. Something that I've been dealing with for a couple of weeks now is just my computer deciding that it's just going to die on me. But I managed to actually take a photo of it this time. And then my husband came in and fixed everything. Apparently it was my video card drivers or something. But since then, it's been fine. Since I updated he updated the video card drivers, it's been fine. So I've got all of my stuff that I've printed out here. And then you saw me take out here the little envelope at the front of the planner that I keep all of the little bits in from previous weeks. So I'm just gonna lay the little cards out. And as I was saying, so I got totally sidetracked there, but that blue screen of death, I wanted the similar blue elsewhere in the spread. So I took the little color picker in Canva, and I made some journaling cards in that color. And I also took the color picker, and you see the photo in the top right of me and Cosmo in the car. And I took the color picker and chose that same kind of cranberry maroon color and did the same. I just got the color picker from there and did the same journaling card in that same color. So these little week 6 and 7 cards, or 7 and 8, whatever it is, those are Ali Edwards. So she has a free printable on her blog, and I just take them from there, put them in Canva just to change them a little bit and make them work for the size of project that I have. But again, easy to do. You don't need any fancy stuff. So this is where I'm just trying to decide what I want. Like, where do I want the colors? Again, you can see here that those two blue on the right-hand side create that visual triangle with the blue on the left. And this is where I have this little section next to that I'm playing around with now. Like, what do I want here? And I'm like, I want another red one. I want another red one. So I actually went out and I went back into Canva and printed another red one because I am that extra. Again, when I have something like that, my brain will not let it go. So I printed that out. I also printed out the journaling cards for the next month as well while I was there, just to save on paper and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I'll generally do, is I will just generally print other stuff that I need rather than go and print one thing. I'm like, okay, what am I doing for a future product and how can I work ahead? So I'm just adhering the little journaling cards onto the background that I've created. And then I start adhering the little photos and stuff down. But yeah, I mean, this is all it's about. I think sometimes we overcomplicate the memory keeping aspect of these types of projects. So here I am, I'm trying to repair this photo that I've cut incorrectly. And I just put a little bit of washi tape on the back just to hold that little strip down and call it good. Again, call it good, because that is my word of the year, right? It's good. Is it perfect? No. Can I see the tear that's on that photo? Yes. Does it bug me? Yes. Does it bug me enough to print another photo and that be the one photo that I have to reprint? Heck no. It's good enough. It's good enough. So I start laying down the photos on the left-hand page, start laying down the photos on the right-hand page. And I think this is where I'm at. Like the first couple of weeks, I really was focusing more on the embellishments. And now I'm focusing a bit more on the stories. And as you can see here, I just took a photo of Cosmo's obedience certificate. And yeah, I'm like, that's all we need is stuff like that. So yeah. And the top photo, you may notice that is, it's a still from the video that I took. I think that was when I was doing a video. I don't remember which video it was. I was filming a video, and he's made an appearance in a couple of videos because he started to jump up on my lap while I'm trying to film and while I'm trying to plan. So I was like, that's a story that needs telling. So yeah, I've done that too, taken photos from the videos and stuff like that. I'm just creating here a couple of like the white journaling cards, like the rounded corner journaling cards. So I have my ruler, my mat, and I'm just, what's the saying? Measure twice, cut once. And yeah, so I'm just measuring those roughly, just so that I've got some extra journaling cards to put in the stripy sections, because I know that, I've got a few stories that I want to tell, and I'm trying not to get bogged down with all of the details about the stories, but sometimes, oh my gosh, sometimes that's hard, especially for me, because I'm very wordy. But yes, it's hard to try and leave anything out. So just because I want to keep some continuity, I've been rounding the corners the whole year, so I'm going to continue rounding the corners. This is just my corner chomper. So yeah, and I will link, what products I can in the description. But this is just white paper. Like, it's not any fancy paper. The white background is just white cardstock. The printables are on, the photos are on photo paper. The printables, like the blue and the burgundy stuff, is on just 32-pound paper. And I'm using 2 pens to journal with. I've got the Tombow Fudenosuke for the majority of the writing, and then I've got the Pilot G2 0.38 for underlining. It's very fine, so it adds a nice little kind of accent to the journal cards. And you can see here that I've got some little alphas, and I want to do like a little title almost on the journaling cards. So I think this one is Good Boy, because, he passed his obedience class. So I think I do Good Boy. And I can't remember what the other ones are offhand. But yes, I do a couple of words, like little title headers, if you like, with these. I was going to see if I could get it all into one word, one line, but it was going to be too big. And I'm just trying to decide here, do I want to do it at the top? Do I want to do it at the bottom? And I decided on the bottom. It's unusual for me, but I was like, sometimes you just got to go with what your gut is feeling. So I put Good Boy and then do some journaling about him passing his obedience. And it was hard because the final class, we did a sit-stay at a distance. So he's on his long line. And then she came around with distractions, and it was a freaking squeaky toy. And he's a puppy. He's only 6 months, and there's just no way. So we did break his sit-stay, but she was like, he's a puppy, there's just no way. So, but he was fine until the squeaky toy. He was fine until the squeaky toy. And then he's just like, you know what? It's game time. It's game time. So on the week 7, I have to also say that, I think I put something about being sick. I think that was one of the other ones as well. Yeah, sick. Because I got the dreaded seasonal lurgy. And you can probably hear I'm still a little bit, it's just like clinging on. Like I just can't seem to get fully rid of it. But like the headaches, the fever, the chills, the chesty, the congestion, the sinus, it was all in my ears. Like it just seems, and then I got rid of some of the sinus stuff. And then I promptly ended up with like almost like a stomach flu for a couple of days. And my stomach just would not like settle. It was awful. So I'm just like, can I just get a break, please? Can I just get a break? That's all I want. I just want to feel normal again. So I put that in. And then for the week 7, I just kind of put little highlights usually. And there wasn't that much this week because I was sick. My computer kept crashing and it was just one of those weeks, man. It was one of those weeks. And plus we had more rain and I was happy to see that week just be done. So I think, on this one, I put literally something about Cosmo joining in on the filming while I'm trying to film my plan with me's and my tutorials, and he's trying to jump up in my lap, but it's something he's doing more often. And I'm trying to keep my phone over on my table now so that if he does it again, I can just catch it and then just put that in as extra footage because it's just too cute not to. And as much as I could be like, don't jump up. He's a puppy. But he loves it. He loves looking at himself as well in the camera, I've noticed. It's weird. But he does that as well when we have like a movie on or something. He will literally sit there and watch the movie. Insane. Other than that, it was a pretty uneventful couple of weeks. Like the previous 2 weeks, I think I was just like rain. And this one has just been like sick. So, it's just one of those things. And you can see in the picture of Cosmo and Stella, he's really not that much smaller than her now. He will eventually be a little bit bigger than her because he's a boy. But he's catching her up and he's only 6 months old. But she'll be 3 this month. So, kind of crazy. And you can see here, I'm just going to add some little journaling strips. These are from the Ali Edwards kit. This is the Good Stuff or something like that kit. So I just put those in. And this is where I think I am. Like, I'm just, I could have written those in and been perfectly fine. But I think I'm going to do more. I'm going to call them easier spreads. All I need is some journaling cards in a similar color, some journaling strips, and that's it. I don't need a lot of embellishing, but I do enjoy this project. And I add that one on the planner because I want to cover up some of the tear in the photo. But that is my project life. I really am enjoying this project. Again, I've missed this. I haven't done it for a few years and I've really missed it. So I hope you enjoyed this. Just showed you how easy it is to do in a happy planner and repurpose your happy planners. So if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you next time, my planner pals. Bye.